Welcome in to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. I'm a level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today we're going to look at RNDR and the absolute rip that it's on. We're going to look at Fibonacci extensions. We're going to see the structure that it's putting out and look at high targets to the upside. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want access to our private Telegram group, consider subscribing to Patreon. That's linked below. We cover everything in crypto and more. So check it out. All right, so short-term Fibonacci extension right here from this move. Why the hell would you want to do a fib from right here to right here? Well, I'm glad you asked. You'd use it on like the 4 hour or something like that, right? So if you put this scale on the 4 hour, it would be much different. It would look, the numbers are the same, but it'd be much more spread out, more like this is, right? So you want to look at different scales. So Fibonacci's are important areas of interest at best, right? So they're not like the holy grail because you can have different levels as you see. Right? So what is a 1618 on a bigger scale might not be the 1618 on a smaller scale. So you want to zoom in and out and use it on, you know, the 4 hour chart, the daily chart, right? Depends on what kind of trader you are, how long term you are invested in said coin. And so general areas of interest, why would that be important? Well, let's say you got into RNDR at $1 or $2 and you're up, you know, 5x and you see the 2618 in the short term coming up. Maybe you just take, 10%. You take just a little bit of profits off the table, right? That's generally why you would want to use it. It's not all in or all out. I don't generally ever recommend going 100% in or out of anything, certainly in one trade, but, to each their own. So in the short term, around $11 at 1093, the 2618 on this short-term move. Okay, so we're knocking on the door right now. Above that, our bigger fib, right? We have the 2618 at 1183. So somewhere in that, sometimes you can just put these like in imaginary, unicorn zones here, right? You can paint the zone. So the 2618, right? There you go. So somewhere between like $11 to $12, we might face some type of, resistance. We don't have to. Sometimes they just melt right through. But, you're trying to increase your odds of where the hell should I take some profit? And there you go, right? That's a pretty decent starting point, okay? Beyond that, right, we have our 3618 at $17. That would be our next target. And then when you look left, you have a 3618 over there around $28, right? You can use these back and forth and jump, right? So as of right now, right, $11 to $12 area is our next area of interest for RNDR to the upside. Now you can see, right, as you can see, $22 is a lot different than $47. So this is why using different fibs can be beneficial to you. So how do you do that, right? It's just swing high to swing low. You just hit your Fibonacci on your left of your, there you see that fib retracement. You can hit that. And then to get this extension, you just start from the high and go to the low. So easy to do. Just if you want to get precise and you're like, how the hell, I can't get the wick exactly. You hold down Control on your keyboard and it will go right to the wick like a magnet, right? It turns on magnet mode. So just tip of the day there. All right, so now you might be wondering, well, are these the only two fib scales we have? I'm glad you asked. No. So let's remove these and let's go to our bigger macro, which is why we're on the weekly. And you can see it here, right? Just to cut out all the confusion. And you see our 1618 way the hell up here at $63. So that is our macro scale from our weekly, right? Our whole history here from Binance, right? Swing high, open, to swing low, low wick, all the way back. And imagine buying RNDR for 27 cents. Someone getting rich. Damn, don't we all wish, right? Even under $1. You had, look at all this time you had to buy RNDR under $1. Pretty magnificent there. But you would have had to buy in the bear market, right? When everything seems like it was going to go lower. Those are usually the best times to get it. Even here, like even when you get out of the bear market into the bull, like you still could have got it for around $1. Still looking pretty good here, right? So 63, first target. Could we hit that? Yeah, it's always important. You want to check your market cap, right? So RNDR is right around 4 billion, okay? So just go look at the top 10, right? See where they're at, right? You're not going to pass Ethereum, so don't think you're going to get to these kind of stupid numbers. But look at Solana, look at BNB, look at XRP. Can we get to those? Maybe potentially, like best case scenario, if we have some stupidly awesome partnerships, right? Of course. 20 billion, that's usually where I kind of start drawing the line on reality checks. So 20 billion, 30, 40, maybe if you're like super important. So having said that, right, a 10x from here puts market cap of Render at 40 billion. Not undoable, but that would be $100 coin, right? $100. Is that batshit crazy left field? Not so much. 40 billion, right? We just looked at it. There's many coins above 40 billion. Now, you'd likely be knocking on the door of top 10, if not higher, come the end of this bull run, but to each their own, right? A 6x from here gets you to the 1618, right? That's roughly, what, 24 billion? 6 times 4 maths, right? There we go. Doable. 1618. You heard it here. Render. Hopefully you found this somewhat helpful, mildly entertaining. If not, we have quote and car of the day. Just kidding. That's my race schedule. Let's get to the actual quote. Hit the right button, bud. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows, by Epictetus. Smart dude. He's got a bunch of good quotes. Look him up. All right, car of the day. Chrysler Halcyon Concept. Got to see this in person. Car show last weekend. This is, I guess, so you don't hit your head. I don't know why no one's like come up with that before this, but here we are. Futuristic inside and out. Look at that. That's the end. That's the driver's seat. If you're in the US, Chrysler based in the US, you're going to get this here. And also, this is a concept, so it's probably never even going to come out. And it's by Chrysler, so there's that. There we go. The front Cybertruck looking a little bit on the front headlight. Single piece headlight, taillight. There we go. Pretty cool looking. But like I said, it'll never come out. You can create concepts all you want, but mass producing that probably going to be a little costly at first. So we'll see how this goes. But cool car to look at in person nonetheless. I'll see you on Telegram. If you're not there already, thumbs up to you, 57 gold stars.